What's up, guys? My name is Jay Lagoon, Jordan, if we're friends, whatever you want to call me. Hi. Um, I'm not a professional reviewer or anything, but I've just read too much BS that I decided I have to make a video so that I can give my 2 cents and let it be known what I kind of thought and how I felt about The Last of Us 2. Have some notes here. I don't know if it might not even be a review. It might just be a response to the people who hate the game and all their reasons for that. Um, so to talk about those people, from my many searches and my many conversations online, I've seen that the majority, the vast majority of the people who hate the game, who made sure that the scores were low, the user scores, are people who didn't fucking play the game. Not even a minute of the fucking game. People who read spoilers online and said, "Well, now I know everything I need to know. No point in getting the game now." A key word that we're going to be seeing popping up in this video over and over and over and over and over again is logic. Put it here, logic. Logic. Using reason and understanding to understand the different arguments, the rhetoric that's being talked about or being used towards this game. Logic. So let's think about the logic. Why is the game fucking garbage shit? According to everybody else. Like I said, I should say right off the bat to anybody that gets here who's waiting for another bandwagon video and waiting for some more like, oh, I'm so angry. I need to get these views by having. You're in the wrong fucking place. This game is fucking perfect. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna tell you why, but let's go ahead and I have notes over here. That's why I'm gonna be looking over like that, like that. Or I have an invisible person here that I'm gonna be referring to for satirical. You'll see throughout the. Okay, why is the game shit? Because you read spoilers and you thought that told you shit about the game. I saw some people talking online saying, "Oh, this game is disrespectful to the fans." To the fans. To the fans of Last of Us. You're a fan, right? And when spoilers came out, as a fan, you said, "Oh, I gotta look at those." Or let me give you the benefit of the doubt. You didn't look at them, but the people who did, the ones who aren't really fans, who immediately looked at those spoilers, said, "Oh, this game is trash." Based on these spoilers, this game is fucking trash. So you said, as a fan, "Oh, now I have to look at the spoilers." What are the spoilers, guys? This is gonna be spoiler talk, okay? Turn your shit off now if you don't want to hear spoilers. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. All right, now that they're gone, here's the spoilers that you got. I wrote it down just so we're all succinct. Joel dies. You play as the person that killed Joel, and then you don't kill her at the end. This game sounds fucking garbage. Did you play it? Did you sit through 25 hours of it? No, you didn't. You just heard those three things. I say this point as a metaphor. Um, if I describe to you in three description points what the Statue of David looks like, he's a dude who's muscular and has his dick out. Does that sound like an amazing piece of art, or does it just sound like something that you've heard of before? Something that I don't need to see it. Mona Lisa. I'm just doing art because video games are art at this point. Mona Lisa. It's a woman who looks kind of funny who's half smiling in a field. You want to see that picture? You want to see what it looks like? You give a fuck? No, it sounds kind of boring, doesn't it? But it's one of the most renowned. Okay, so let's go to the spoilers. Joel died. Joel died. This game is fucking trash. In in what universe does Joel not die? And this is the shit that frustrates me is that people fans of video games or people who play video games like sometimes you have that toxic fucking underlying people that they just suck. Like no matter what, you can't be pleased. The very first trailer that ever came out of this fucking game, the reveal trailer during E3, do you remember? Where we saw Joel walk out of the light and go talk to Ellie? Everyone, everyone that I talked to, everyone that I saw, every comment I read was, damn, this symbolism shows that Joel is dead. He just walked out of the light like a fucking ghost. And everybody says now, oh, the marketing said that he wasn't dead. But we all agreed that it would definitely seem like he was dead. You're playing as Ellie. Why would we play as Ellie if Joel was still alive? Why would Ellie go on an adventure and not take Joel? What logical fucking sense? There isn't, because it wouldn't happen. Back to the notes. Joel's death, guys. Remember what happened? Joel was killed by some random girl. And here's what you're gonna hear over and over again. This is what you're gonna read by people who haven't played the game over and over again. Any comment section. Why didn't Joel change his name? What the fuck? Joel could sense an ambush in the last game, but in this game he doesn't know that they're coming to kill him. Joel would never trust anyone. Can you tell that I'm fed up? People take the fact that in the last game Joel sensed an ambush as meaning he has a fucking sixth sense and knows everything bad is going to happen. He survived for 20 years. What fans? Why did Joel sense what was going to happen? Do you remember? I do. I've played the game fucking at least 10 times. Joel was a hunter. Joel has done the exact same ambush plenty of times. He says it himself. I've been on both sides. When we were coming into Pittsburgh, there was different roads. Every road seemed to be blocked except for one road leading into the city. So we take the one road. Oh no, there's a random muscular dude who doesn't look hurt, who's pretending to be hurt in the street, asking for us to stop and help. Logically, I've done this shit before. Doesn't it make sense that we're funneling people in? And then you guys say correlation causation, it equals correlation is causation. If he can sense an ambush when he's ambushed people, then he should be able to sense that people from 4 years ago traveled miles 4 years after the fact to specifically find him, to specifically kill him. He should know that, because Joel would never have gone in that house. Right? Logically, Joel would never have gone in that house. He would have known. I don't know these people. I don't trust these people. You didn't play the game and it's showing. Why was Joel in the house? Why did Joel go to that house? Joel would never. Joel. Why would he just She invited him to lunch and he came over, right? There wasn't a fucking horde chasing them. Do you remember? Like I said, many of you have not played the game, so you don't fucking know. Joel and Tommy are running from a horde. So is Abby. She's about to get killed. They save her. Then she joins them and puts her fucking life on the line to save them. She came here to kill you, and she's putting her life on the line to make sure you're alive. Fighting, saving your back, or watching your back, killing the zombies that are about to kill you, running for her life with you, trying to barricade and get away. You're looking for a place to go. Tommy says, our settlement's a couple hours down the road. There's a fucking blizzard outside. The horses won't make it. Abby, who had just risked her life to save you, says, my friends are in a mansion not too far from here, a couple minutes. Over there. We're fortified. We have the whole perimeter secure. I think that's our best bet. Logic. Let's use logic. Joel the survivor is going to say, after you've just said, here's our options. Try to make it to Jackson. We won't make it. It's a blizzard and the horses aren't fast enough and there's a fucking horde outside. Make it to the mansion. That's a couple minutes later. A couple minutes away. Logically, Joel would say, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I'm gonna take the risk of going down the hill for a couple hours while the horde's on our back and we're not gonna make it and we're gonna die. Sorry, I don't trust you, Abby. All you did was risk your fucking life to save me and my brother. You don't see the logic in Joel having walked into. Here's the next one. The next logical thing that you're gonna see in every fucking comment section, like I said. Why would Joel give his name? Why didn't Joel change his name? Why didn't Tommy change their name? So let's go to an alternate universe right now, guys, where the director made him change his name. Introducing The Last of Us 2, following Ellie and Joseph. Can you see? You see how annoyed you would have been, right? The same fucking pieces of shit that you are, that you guys are. Oh, why did he change his name? What the fuck? Why did they change his name? Clearly he's Joel. It doesn't even matter. That's first of all. Second of all, maybe Joel could have changed his name. Maybe, right? I mean, he had killed the Queen of the Fireflies, dismantled the entire operation, and ran away. And for 4 years there was no retribution. He should have changed his name because the way that they found Joel was by his name, right? Oh, you didn't play the game and you don't know that. Oh, I'll let you know then. Abby found out where Joel was because she found out where Tommy was. Tommy's going to change his name? Tommy had nothing to do with what happened in the last game. Nothing to do. Why would Tommy change his last name? And he's a leading member of the. Everybody knows him. So if they would have came in and been like, "Is there a Tommy here?" Oh yeah, his name is Jefferson now. But yeah, he was Tommy before. I don't know why he changed his name. Why would Tommy change his name? And then everybody's like, "Oh, this is bad writing. She acts like Joel is the only Joel ever in the world, and it has to be the one she's looking for. She's looking for Tommy, who has a brother named Joel. Hey, thanks for saving us. My name's Tommy. This is my brother, Joel. Like, fucking, why can't you? Like the fact that I have to sit here and talk about the logic when it's so clearly there. There's no, and Joel should have been able to. The only way that Joel was gonna die in this story was by some pussy ass shit like that. We've seen Joel take on tons of people who are firing back at him. We've seen it, haven't we? So would it be realistic if Joel went down in a fucking firefight? No, because we've been like, what the fuck? Now you die from a firefight? The only way that Joel dies is by a fucking blindside attack from someone who he doesn't trust, but doesn't have any reason to distrust, who just put her life on the line. It's not like they were like, he was like if it was that there was no horde and then he was like, hey, come back with us. Nah, come with me to my place. There's a horde. There's a smart choice. The hand was forced. He had to go there. There was nowhere for him to go. And by the time he realized that something's going on here, why do you guys seem like you know us or you know me? They had already blown his fucking leg off. Joel should have been able to. Joel can take out 9 people at once that are surrounding him with guns. Joel can take down that many people that are around, and not in his best fucking day. Use your logic. Could you take down like the biggest motherfucker you know, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, surrounded by 9 people with guns? He's gonna be able to. Next, playing as Abby. We have to play as Abby now? This fucking sucks. I did a playthrough, by the way. I should have mentioned that in the beginning. If you think what I'm saying is bullshit, and that I'm just like a dick writer or whatever the fuck, watch my playthrough. You're gonna see me go through the roller coaster that I was meant to go through. Abby, I hate the bitch. No, I don't hate the bitch. I hated the bitch. Look at my playthrough. Find the part where she kills Jesse. Tell me I'm not mad. Tell me I'm faking it. I'm not faking it. I was so fucking annoyed that she did that. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. But playing as Abby and the timing that we played as Abby, I said this like I said, I've done a review in my last part of the playthrough, but I want to do a video by itself and have my face in front of it, dude. Playing as Abby took nothing from the story and only added to it. I related it to to Stranger Things. That in season 1, like I believe it was 6 episodes in that show. In season 2, it was 7 episodes, a whole another episode, but that one extra episode was a filler, or it was on the other side, some exposition, so you know what was going on when we weren't paying attention to Elle. So we have extra story, and it takes nothing away from the main story. The Last of Us Part 1 is a 16-hour game, about a 16-hour game. The Last of Us Part 2 is almost 10 hours longer. And it's not equal. It is, if I did my math correctly, it's at least It's at least almost 20 hours that you play as Ellie, and then about 5 hours as Abby. 5 hours that make sense. If the Abby part was not there, by the end it wouldn't. You would be like, yo, I don't know your story, bitch. I don't know who you are, but we know who she is, and that goes. And that goes to the next point that I wanted to talk about. I have a question for you guys. I won't be able to hear your answer, but I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to answer. Who was the last hope for humanity? I'll let me say a little bit more. Who is the person who is gonna save humanity? Who is the person who is the last hope that humanity has for this thing to stop? Who? I'll give you some time. That should be enough. You said Ellie. You're fucking wrong. And that's what you realize in this story. That's how well it's fucking crafted. It's not Ellie. The last hope of the fucking world is not Ellie for being immune. It's the one doctor that still exists that knows how to do fucking brain surgery that Joel killed. Abby's father. Imagine uh, imagine what you would have to go through to make it to that point to be killed. To be a brain surgeon during an outbreak of a plant, a virus that takes over your brain, you would have been in the hospitals in ground zero. We learn that in this story when we go to the hospital and find out that it's fucking ground zero. Logically speaking, brain surgeons are probably very scarce. They were probably the first surgeons to be fucking attacked because if you're doing brain surgery on a fucking zombie, not knowing it's a zombie, not knowing it's about to come back and kill you. So, like, and we don't even get that story. How the fuck did Abby's dad work in a hospital as a brain surgeon, not get killed, somehow make it out, and then survive 20 years? Protected by the Fireflies, join the right organization, then find the cure, the immune girl, then he gets killed. Now, again, logic, 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 logic. What story exists where Joel doesn't die? There isn't one. Put yourself in the shoes of the Fireflies, and that's what we're doing in the story. Put yourself in their shoes. You have the cure for mankind, the only man that can do this surgery. Joel comes in, kills him, and kills a bunch of your friends, and then they disband, and you give up on trying to save the world. There's not going to be 1, 2, 10 people that want to get revenge. No one's related to the cure for mankind. Why are we going through the story? Joel died. It made us fucking mad. I'm not saying I was happy that he died. Of course I'm not happy. But that's the only believable death that could have pushed this story forward to the way that it needed to be pushed. You're going to kill Tommy and then we're going to go through. No, it's not going to be the same story. Dina, please stop. Jesse, no. It had to be Joel. And it makes a parallelism that's fucking perfectly scripted. Think about this shit. Why are you so mad? Because we killed. Because they killed Joel, who had been Ellie's father for 5 years. Ish. Abby's father had been her father for her whole life, and then was murdered. So you don't think she's gonna feel some type of fucking way? And want to do whatever? Like I said, if you watch it, you'll see when Joel was killed, I was like, I'm with you. I'll do whatever I gotta do. I don't want it to be thought that I'm someone who is a soft person or whatever the situation is that I don't see why you would want Abby dead. If you watch my playthrough, I think compared to other playthroughs that I've seen so far, it took me longer than most people to actually forgive Abby. It took me all the way almost to the end where I was just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Every chance I got, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I need you to die. I need you to die. I need you to die. Until it fucking dawned on me. She killed Jesse. That shit fucking hurt my fucking soul. That shit pissed me the fuck off. And then I went through the story, and then I was getting my revenge, and then I was like, wait. I got to a point in my walkthrough that you'll see if you, like I said, if you just check it out. Right before Manny died, I said out loud, I hate this fucking dude. I wish he would get shot in the face because of what she did to Jesse. Matter of fact, if you shoot him in the face right now, I might be okay with letting you get away with Jesse. And in the next moment, they shot him in the face. Think about the timelines. I After Jesse was killed, who I loved as a character, after he was killed, I wanted. I was like, yo, I want everybody you know dead, bitch. I want you dead. I want everybody you know shot in the face. If this guy's your best friend, Manny, I want him shot in the face. From the second they showed him he's your best friend, I want that pendejo shot in the fucking face. And then he was shot in the face. But the timelines are skewered because Manny was shot in the face first. So putting myself in Abby's shoes, if I was with Abby this entire time and my best friend just got shot in the face by some dude, Tommy, I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna find your friend and I'm gonna shoot him in the face. What's the first thing she did? Shoot your friend in the face. And then people are talking about like, I want to get to the kill lists. There is a I said before, perfectly crafted parallelism in this story that I was like blown away by because it took me a while because I was so blinded with fucking anger that it took me a while to see it. If you watch my playthrough, when Ellie kills Owen and Mel, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yes, do it, kill them. I don't give a fuck. She's pregnant. She needs to die now. You bitch. All of you in this room, when they killed Joel, I was like, everybody in this room, let's remember your faces. You're all gonna die. Let's compare the kill lists. And people, she didn't get revenge because she didn't kill Abby. What's the kill list? Abby. She killed Joel. She killed Jesse. Team Ellie's kill list. Joel killed Abby's dad. Ellie killed Jordan and Nora and Owen and Mel and her baby. Tommy killed Manny. Tommy tortured and killed two of the other dudes that were in the room that didn't get a name. And Tommy and Jesse and Dina and Ellie killed countless wolves. And Joel killed countless fucking fireflies. Then Abby was tortured and imprisoned for months. Abby killed Joel and Jesse. And when it came time, and both of those were direct revenge. Joel, you killed my dad, so I have to kill your dad. You killed my friend Manny, so I'm gonna kill your friend Jesse. You killed and you killed my and like I said, I was mad because Jesse. I was hurt because Jesse died, and I said he's about to be a father. Who else is about to be a father? Owen, and we killed him. And then we get to the end. Well, we're fighting, and then Dina jumps in. Dina's pregnant, so was Mel. Did we kill Mel? Yeah, viciously. And her baby. Abby didn't kill Dina. In fact, she got up and said, I don't want to fucking see you again. Don't let me see you again. Yes, it was because of Lev, who's a great fucking character. We don't even have to get into that because that whole arc is fucking perfectly scripted. And I'm not even gonna entertain the fact of shoving homosexuality and just down your throat. I'm not even gonna fucking entertain it because it was so wet. Like it wasn't even. Just shut up, bro. I've heard those comments. I'm not gonna fucking. That's so stupid. By the time you get to the ending arc and you free Abby and she's starved and tortured and her fucking anchor arms are deflated and she's beaten down and doesn't want to fight and you force her to fight anyways and then you beat that motherfucking ass. If you're a person who I don't want to attack anybody's character because that's not a fair thing to say or do. But what I will say is I'm not a person in my personal life who is very forgiving. I think it's a flaw that I have, that I've worked on. That if someone wrongs me or wrongs someone that I care about, I can't forgive you. So the fact that through this story I was able to at the end forgive Abby is fucking nuts to me. But there are some people, like I said, some people are edge lords. I mean, if you could see right here, sorry, right here, this says John Jay College of Criminal Justice. That's where I got my bachelor's degree. So I understand justice. I understand that revenge is not justice. That an eye for an eye is not justice. That sometimes the punishment does not have to be what the crime was for it to be justice. And anybody should understand that. But in this country, in America, and I love that this game did this. In this country, I can't get into this conversation because it's just this can be an even longer video. But in this country, justice, actual justice, as opposed to retribution or revenge, is a hot topic, and it divides our society. Some people believe if you've done a crime, you're not a human anymore. You don't deserve it. You're not a human anymore. You've given up your right to live, to do anything that makes you happy. You deserve for pain for the rest of your life if you do something wrong. Some people believe that in this country. Believe it. Some people in control believe it. True justice is not that. True justice is rehabilitation. If you do something wrong, you learn your lesson by serving the time and by punishments that aren't the same as the crime, but teach you that what you did was wrong, and you come out of it a different person. That's what it's meant to be. That's not what it is in America, but that's what punishment is meant to be. Retribution is not justice, and it's childish that people are like, she didn't kill Abby. That means there was no justice. That means she didn't get revenge. Like I said, you lost Joel and Jesse. Two of your friends are murdered by one woman. We murdered one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Nine of her close friends. Everybody who was in the room when Joel was killed. Just so you know. And that's not even counting Leah because she was killed by the whatever the fuck those things are. And then we killed countless wolves. And then she was tortured and then she was in prison for months and starved. What more do you need? She hasn't served her time. You need her to be dead because I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to attack the character of people who didn't understand it, but like if you understand justice, then you know that the way that they scripted the story, the way that it ended was the only way that it could end. That if you played that last fight between Ellie and Abby and you felt uncomfortable with the idea that Ellie might just kill this woman because it's not justice anymore, then you understand what justice is. It was uncomfortable to sit there and watch her almost kill this woman who had been through enough. But instead, like I said, edge lord video gamers. If they're not killed, then it's not. No, I need violence. I don't care about the story. I need it. Like, did you not pay attention? Like I said, the majority of people who watch these reviews who talk shit about the game have not played the game. But then there are people who've played the game who are just like, oh fuck this game because she didn't she killed Joel. They killed Joel though, but they killed Joel, but we killed her dad. Her dad meant as much to her as what Joel meant to Ellie, and we killed her dad. And then she killed our dad. And then we killed her best friend. And she killed one of our best friends, not our best friend. We killed every close friend she had from her childhood. Every single one. Every single one. And it's not enough? You need her dead too? And here's the thing, like, and you'll see if you, like I said, if you watch my playthrough and you think I'm bullshitting, I hated this woman because she there were so many flaws with who she was as a person, but it wasn't a flaw in writing. It's a flaw in her character, which many people have. She's a bigot. I mentioned the way she talked about culture was insensitive and ugly and uninformed and illogical, and that she was self-centered and she thought that the way that she thought was the way that everybody should think, and it wasn't true. and she wasn't thinking introspectively. But neither was Ellie. Nobody's thinking about the consequences of their actions. Everybody's just doing and not thinking, well, what happens if? And that's the thing. That's one of the major themes of the games. There's many themes. One of the major themes is what you're about to do or say to someone. If they said or did it to you, how would it make you feel? Would you be okay with it, or would it make you want to retaliate? If the answer is you want to retaliate, then it's wrong, or you need to rethink it, or you need to say it in a different way, or make it better. And that's not because you're soft and not because you're a snowflake or whatever the fuck bullshit that anybody wants to say, or because you're not politically correct. It's because if you want to speak with rhetoric that's effective, you need to say things in the way that you're meaning to say it. You need to say things so that nobody can question the intention of what you're saying. I can't convince you of anything if I'm not willing to be convinced of something. I've listened to the arguments. I've watched the reviews, sat through them, pained through them. I saw even one review that had almost 1 million views, and this dude's talking shit about the game. It's stupid. Halfway through the video, the dude is like, it says, I didn't play the game. I don't need to play the game. Nobody needs to play the game. You already get it. What? You don't need to play the game to understand, to have an opinion that's informed, bro. Like, and that's the like. You can't sit here and think that what you believe, and this is something that that was part of her character. You can't sit here and think of something that you believe is right when it's uninformed, when you don't know the other side. That's how she was with culture. That's how you guys are with this game. I could be the same way with a movie or food or something. Like, let me like a curry, because I look Indian, but I'm really not. That has nothing to do with anything. But curry doesn't smell good to me. It must taste bad, right? I don't know. I've never tasted it. But for me to sit here and say it tastes bad, curry tastes bad, I know it because I can smell it. The Mona Lisa is a bullshit ass painting because I saw a sketch of it. Someone explained it in 3 sentences. I think it's a bullshit ass painting, in my opinion. It's an uninformed opinion. Don't take it seriously. And that's the thing about logic. Like I said, logic's gonna keep coming up. Is that people can disagree with you, and there can be arguments made against you. But what my problem is with this game, which it does not deserve, but I understand why it is because it's such a big game, is that have your logic, but don't sit here and try to argue when you've never experienced the story. You read spoilers online, you watched a review of someone who hated the game, who's biased. I love the game, I'm biased. Why don't you just stop listening to us? Go play the game. Please, go watch a playthrough. Watch a playthrough with no commentary because it's clearly divisive. But guys, like, if you hate this game after you play it, then it's an informed, and you actually paid attention to the story, then it's an informed opinion. But if you're sitting here after watching a review, or because some dude said he didn't like it, or wow, Joel died, you play as the person who killed him, and then you don't even kill her at the end. How is that an informed, like? And how are you a fan if you think that way? And it's not it's really not fair to the company, but that's neither here nor there, guys. Just this is not even with just Naughty Dog or with The Last of Us, because I hate how widespread the bandwagoning is with this game. Like, I don't think I've ever. That's not even fair to say, but it's one of those situations where it's astonishing to see how many people have an opinion that they're stuck with, that they are not going to be moved from thinking, but they've never experienced the actual product. How do you feel comfortable doing that? Just play the game or watch the gameplay, or like, because it's so fucking good. Like, I can have an argument. This is not an argument. This is me talking to fucking me in my room. Like, what I think, like I said, it's fucking perfect. I couldn't ask for anything better than what I got. Logically, everything made sense. The parallelism was like, oh shit, I hate this woman. Wait, but she hates the person that she killed because he did the same thing that she just did that made me hate her. But she's not thinking that what she does hurts me, because Joel didn't think about what he was doing would hurt her because he don't give a fuck and she don't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Someone has to give, and who gives? That's what I'm saying. Who gives at the end? It's Abby. She's the one who says, you know what? My friend is here. My only friend left says, don't do it. I don't want to fucking see you again. Don't let me see you again. I'm not gonna chase after you. We're done. You win. And then you chase after her again. And that's what I'm saying. Even the way that it ends, that by the time that the game ends, it's so fucking perfect. By the time the game ends, you're just like, I didn't feel like, oh, I need this game to end. Even when it was ending and you went to the farm for the first time, I was like, this doesn't feel like this is where it should end. And then it doesn't, and you keep going for another hour or two, and I'm just like, and then by the time it finally gets to the actual end, it's like, this feels like this should be the ending. And then it's the ending, and you're just like, whoo, I've sat on this game for like 3, 4, 5 days just thinking about it all day and night, and like I can't, there's nothing about it that I can say I didn't like. In my playthrough you will see the one thing that I said, there's your issue, that's the issue, this was a mistake, was that they switched us to Abby as soon as she killed Jesse, which is like, I have no sympathy for you, bitch. But that was a risk that they took that fucking paid off, because by the time we were done with the Abby arc, I was like, I get why you did this, and I'm not mad anymore. My shit just boop, up until the end of the Abby arc, with the twist that Manny gets shot in the face the same way, and it's completely parallel, and it's like, I'm like, you just did it. I don't love Abby. I respect her. I understand her. I've done enough. I don't love her, but I respect her. And that's like crazy writing. Neil Druckmann just like went all the way off. And there's no story, and that's like I said, I have to end this soon because just now I'm just babbling on. But it's like people say like, this isn't the game we want. What other possibility could there have been? What other story? No one's gonna make a story in their head that's better than the one that was given to us. No one. The only mistake, and it's not a mistake, the only mistake that was done in The Last of Us entire arc, part 1 and 2, the only mistake was that Joel did what he did in the first game, that he didn't let Ellie die. The actual ending should have been that he let her die because that's the right thing to do, but he didn't do it because he's a flawed character, and we were okay with that. And then now he's paying for being a flawed character. We all knew he was, though. We all knew that what he did, dooming the entire human race, was wrong. It was not the right choice. Ellie didn't want that. She would have wanted to die. She would rather have died. She said it in this game. I was supposed to die. My life would have fucking mattered. Think about it. Even Abby. If it was me, Dad, I would let you do it. You have to. You have to. It's me or millions. And you choose me? That was the only choice that was like, and we know why Joel made it. It was an imperfect choice. And it has consequences. And you guys are like you're confused by that. You what Joel did to some people is evil. The Fireflies are not bad people. They never were. They were saviors. That's how they were painted for the entire first game. They are saviors trying to bring the world back from the fucking brink of extinction. And Joel single-handedly dismembered that and doomed the human race. I get it. We love him as a character because we spent so much time with him, and we grew to love his flaws. But like, bro, it's wrong. He was wrong. He was wrong. He was wrong. And what happened to him is fucking unfortunate, but it makes sense. You were wrong. You made an evil choice, and you paid the price for it. You slighted people. You slighted people, and you slighted the entire human race. And these are the only people who know that you slighted the entire human race. They made it their mission to kill you because you just killed everyone. They're not just avenging Abby's father, they're avenging the entire human race. Joel doomed the entire human race. And he had a full arc, and he was happy. That's the thing. Is that even as a death that's like, damn, I can't believe he just got fucking killed like that. He got what he wanted. At the end of the game, he gets to have a relationship with Ellie, just like what he wanted. They rekindled their relationship. He didn't deserve that. He betrayed her, and he got what he wanted. He got to have a relationship with her, and then the next day was murdered. And that's just what it is. Like, that's, by the time he died, the dude was like, bro, I'm ready to go. I get it. And he doesn't give a fuck. Like, oh, who did I wrong? Get it over with. Do what you got to do. Because he knows, like, whatever it was, I probably deserve it. Whatever. He's not begging for his life because he's Joel. Fully within his character. This is Joel. And it's like, the game was so fucking good. I feel bad for people who honestly, genuinely played it and honestly, genuinely hated it because it was so good. To me, to everybody that I talked to, that I know that played it, to all my friends who played it, it was amazing. We all saw the themes, and it's unfortunate that there's this fucking bandwagon, but like, I just, I hope that Naughty Dog, I hope it doesn't hit them hard at all, like, because it shouldn't. It's a masterpiece. And here's the thing, you don't have to play it now. You're mad. You're mad. Let it go. Eventually, play the game. Eventually, watch a walkthrough. Just experience it. What does that do for you to not experience it at least? If you're a fan and you're that hurt that they ruined the story, why don't you watch the story to see if they actually did ruin it? At least watch it. At least see with your own eyes that what you thought was true. Because what if years down the line you break and you decide to watch it and you actually love it and you wasted all these years thinking that you hated this game and that they fucked it, they fucking destroyed it when you were just bandwagoning. You didn't experience something and you were a fan and you would have loved it, but you didn't let yourself love it because like some dudes who didn't play the game were like, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon and tell you not to play this game. This game fucking sucks. Don't waste your money. Maybe don't waste your money. Maybe watch a playthrough, but watch the whole thing, dude. Like, you deserve it. If you love The Last of Us 1, this is this is the most logical sequel that you could have ever hoped for. It makes the most sense. I remember seeing an interview with Neil Druckmann and everybody else, and they were like, "We decided if we're gonna make a second game, it's not gonna be bullshit. It has to be. We're not gonna make it unless there's something here, a story that needs to be told. The story needed to be told. There's no way in my mind that Joel would ever live an entire life after what he did, because I knew it was wrong. But this game shows you how wrong it was, who he slighted, who he hurt, how he hurt them. It makes sense. I gotta stop. This shit is it's already too long, but it's like, guys, this game is fucking amazing. I love the game, just like, but don't even listen to me. That's the thing. That's what I want to end this on. Don't listen to me. Even though I played it and I understood it, and I got to edit it, so I got to rewatch it and then rewatch it and then post it and then rewatch it and then keep playing and then watched all these other full playthroughs of it, and I've seen the whole gameplay like a couple of times already. The most informed view, don't listen to. Watch it for yourself. Make your own opinion. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I think you won't be disappointed. I think there will be parts in the beginning or in the middle where you're like, damn, this is uncomfortable. I wish it wasn't this way, but this is what life is like. They're not pandering to you. And that's the thing. So little do you get to see a project where the creators aren't trying to pander to you. They're not scared to tell you a story that you're not fully wanting to hear in the beginning. Tell it in a way that isn't always going to make you completely satisfied and comfortable. And that's what that's what life is. And it's a good story. And it's a great game. I hope some of you get to watch it or get to play it at least and make your own opinions, but I'm gonna have to, for myself, stop reading these negative comments that all say the same thing and are all from people who haven't watched the game or played the game. Anybody that got here, even skimmed through the video for major points, I appreciate you. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.